in Louisiana, y'all tapping.
Air it out, man. Y'all gotta get me on the podcast.
Air it out podcast, Shreveport, Louisiana. Hey, man.
Air it out podcast. Check it out, my nigga. Oh, yeah, check it out. Fuck with him. Fuck with me.
Yo, what's up? This is your main man, Slink Johnson, tapping in with you one time for the one time. And right now, you watching the Air It Out podcast, man.
It's your boy Pac-Man, the Hood's voice box, you know what I'm talking about. And we got another episode of Air It Out. And we got one of the most legendary figures coming out of Shreveport, Louisiana in the building with us, man. Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
You little homie 3 Feezy. 1, 2, 3 Feezy, Ratchet ass 3 Feezy, 3 feet, whatever you want to call me. We live.
Man, really going down. So let's get right after it, man. So on your Instagram, you list your location as Ratchet Boulevard, Shreveport. When did Ratchet stop being just a sound and become your address, like a brand that you live by?
I would say back, like when I really just realized that we had the whole world talking about Ratchet. Shout out to Mandigo, you know, Angelo, Papa, Untamed Man, the whole Ratchet movement, everybody that was involved, Funk Dog, the whole camp. Because like when we, without the Ratchet movement, it wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been none of that with the raps, you know what I'm saying, with the rap movement.
Right.
For Shreveport. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that, and when we was traveling, we go out of town, people be like, where y'all from? We say Louisiana. Oh, y'all from New Orleans? Nah, we from Shreveport. We from Ratchet. So we just took the word, and then like when the boys from Atlanta, when they did the Ratchet song, and then we like, dang, they really believe it. And then like everybody just, it just became a part of everybody's vocabulary, everyday life. Everybody wanted to live Ratchet. Everybody wanted to talk about Ratchet. Everybody started using it. So like we were like, yeah, we gonna stamp this, like this where we from.
Okay. What hood is you from?
I'm from Cedar Grove.
Okay. How did being from Cedar Grove, how did that affect like how you came up in your sound and things of that sort?
Well, with the music, like as far as me being outside in the hood growing up, I wasn't really outside. I was a church boy. You know what I'm saying? Well, like we was always, you know, but that's what my really sound. That's what me having a good understanding of music comes from being in the church, being in the choir, and dealing with male chorus and a group that we sung a cappella. But from the Cedar Grove, you know, we had our own language. Like you can see somebody from Cedar Grove right now. It don't matter how old they is. 9 times out of 10, they gonna say, "What's up, kid?"
Yeah.
So like we just have our own language. So a combination of all that, and then like my stepdad was a pastor too, and my brother Lil Rip, he had a studio. Like my brother was the real rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like he the reason why I even fell in love with rap. Like my music was church music. Like, but as far as rap, from us being little all the way up to him having a studio and having a Sugar Shack, you know, this whole Sugar Shack movement, like that's where I get all that sound combined in one.
Okay. I heard when you were younger, you had a group that was called Hollyhead Busters of Christ. Was it something like that there?
Nah, we was called Chosen.
Oh, Chosen?
Yeah.
Okay, so that ain't true there.
Nah.
They put that out there. I was gonna say, well, who were the members in the group Chosen?
Man, it was my pastor right now, Adolphus Sims, his brother Jeremy Jason, my cousin them, Aaron Campbell, Jakala Stewart, Brian Campbell, Marlon Jackson, Michael Reed. I hope I ain't missing nobody. But yeah, all us we all scattered up. Most of my church was in Belcher. Okay. So my pastor, my original pastor, he the mayor of our city right now. So, Belcher, All City, Vivian, them my stomping ground, country boy.
Okay. How did you get involved in music? Like, what was your first step, like, outside of the church?
My first steps, if anybody really know me, anytime the music come on, I'm on the dance floor. I was dancing.
Yeah.
I was the ones out there just, if I was at a football game, dancing. Wherever I was at, dancing.
Yeah, like Smoked Out.
Yeah, when I was little, I was Michael Jackson. I went from Michael Jackson to just whatever dancer was out. Like, you know, at that time, we used to have to watch BET. Like, a Lil video. Like, I knew the choreographer, every step, the whole video. Usher Raymond, My Way, the whole, like, anything that came on with dance moves, like, that was my thing.
Okay. So, you remember your first time hearing A Bay playing in the club? Like, what was the energy in that room?
Well, this I have to laugh at that because A Bay was created by me. I executive produced that song.
Okay.
So from the chant and the beat, and then even putting my son on the record, even painting the picture for Hurricane, putting him and Funk Dog in the studio, and letting them cook that up. So for me, hear it first time in the club, I wasn't hearing it for a reaction. I'm hearing to make sure that if I need to go get it remixed, mixed and mastered, seeing what I need to hear on the sound wise, just to hear it in the big club. That's what I was hearing for. Make sure the bass right, make sure the highs right, make sure it sound right. So for me, the first time hearing in the club, that's what I was looking for. Okay.
So, what do you say to those people that say that throw thinking entertainment, people like, you know, why yelling them that they came up with A Bay?
Once again, all that comes from 3 feet.
Okay.
What I mean by that, Uzi was always in the club. Yella never went to the club. Back then, he was too young.
Makes sense.
Uzi was the face of throw thinking. Uzi would just be in the club wilding, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing, and we would have fun just night to night. So, you know, while he doing his thing, he trying to get baby attention, A Bay, then, you know, he fucked around and put that mud in a song. When he put that mud in the song, we just sampled it.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, Uzi was the first person to put A Bay in a song.
Okay.
It wasn't Wild Yellow.
Okay. So you once posted, you said, who else you know killed the BET Awards, MTV TRL, Showtime at the Apollo, Jimmy Kimmel, Source, Dirty Awards, BMI Awards, and many more. What's one story from those stages that we've never heard?
Ooh, one story from the BET Awards. Everybody know the famous line that Webbie got. BET was tripping, yeah, he smelled like a big tree.
Yeah.
Nigga, we was in that back, lit. We wasn't even supposed to be smoking in there. You know, we shared the stage with Boosie that night. So our dressing room was right there together. So you got Boosie, Webbie, Fox, the whole Trill Entertainment on that side. Then on this side, you got the whole Ratchet movement, because we had to bring dancers and everything down there. So everybody had dressers and, you know what I'm saying, everybody who was there, we was on our side.
Right.
So we wasn't even supposed to be smoking. Then while we back there smoking, nigga, T.I. go to jail. It's to my nigga. So we had just doing the sound check before the BET Awards. We coming off stage, we dap T.I. up. So once we get in our dressing room, we can't really go back out there because they got security on lockdown.
Right.
So we back there in the back, we see all the laws and everything coming in, we like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying, tripping, like BET was really tripping. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the good stories from that BET Awards. I share that with you. Like, they were tripping for real. That shit was scary, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They tripping on their own people?
No, That's when T.I. went to jail for
You know what I'm saying? BET, they was enforcing it like that, like on their own. We all black.
Oh no, at that time, nigga, weed wasn't even legal.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
It's 2007.
Yeah, it was serious back then.
Yeah. So like, then they had the hip hop police, and that's who was there. So like, they weren't really looking for no weed. They were there to arrest T.I., but they could have arrested him at home, but they arrested him at the award show right after he just got through doing his sound check.
Okay. So peep this. You officially credited as the executive producer on Hurricane Chris 5150 Ratchet, right?
Right.
What decision you made on that project that most changed the album?
What decision that I made? That changed the album?
Right.
It wasn't really see, like, what people don't really know about when you have a label deal and you have a project like that. So to explain how it went, it was a whole group decision. We all had to cook different songs, come up with different stuff, and then like, you know, put it in there, and then we all had to vote on it. So it wasn't a one-sided thing.
Right.
It was all whoever was on the board at the time. And we all did like a big listening session. We had like 30, 40 songs, then we narrowed it down to like 20. Then after that, we narrowed it down to like 17. Then we narrowed it down to like 14, 15 that was on the actual album.
Okay.
So, but the craziest part about that I say that I didn't expect, that I did have something to do with, was Drop and Give Me 50 didn't make the album.
Yeah, why? Who voted against it?
Nobody. I mean, it wasn't that nobody voted against it. We just had more heat than that.
Yeah.
So it didn't make the album.
Okay.
But it still ended up being a hit.
Yeah.
So that was one of the craziest points for me.
So what's your relationship like with Hurricane Chris then, and do y'all still rock with him today?
We're gonna forever rock. We're gonna forever rock. Back then, he was younger, so you know, like we made sure that he was protected at all costs. You know, from the beginning of social media, from his image, from the stuff that he rapped about, talked about, the way that we move. Like, we couldn't, like when young boy say, gotta hide from the camera and go outside today, we really had to live like that. Hide from paparazzi, making sure they don't see certain stuff, you know, just everything like that. So we always, you know what I'm saying, rock from day one. And then like even like right now, you know what I'm saying, if he call, I'm coming. If I call, he coming. You know what I'm saying? We family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I talked to his mama 2-3 days ago. Me and his dad always talk. You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we talk, but we haven't been, like, he out of town, I'm here. We not getting money together right now. But as far as talking, yeah, we gonna always talk, we gonna always rock.
Okay.
But we haven't worked on any projects, we haven't did any shows together. He just did the Cadillac Chronicles, that was real dope, great look, you know what I'm saying? But as far as us all colliding and doing everything like we used to do, it's been a minute since that. We ain't did none of that.
Okay. So, can we expect some of that in the future?
Man, you better believe it. Like, motivation, like with me, I always, as my kids got older, I wanted to take a break and make sure that they was raised in Shreveport. Because like, if you raised in Shreveport, you can make it anywhere in the world. Like, Shreveport just so raw that the way that we raised, we don't even realize how advanced we are to a lot of other people. We're a small city, so we hands-on. But if you take the same energy anywhere else, you'll double and triple your worth. So a lot of people take advantage of it, and that's what I love to see. Learning where you from, how to, and learning the culture, and learning how to take that game with you and live for the rest of your life.
Okay, so well, that kind of going to my next question. When Baby went to Dallas, why did you stay?
That's the thing. A lot of people don't know how everything really went.
Okay.
During the transition from Shreveport to Dallas, I've always been there. Even still to this day, like I don't have my own spot right now, but I've always had apartments, houses, got relatives, you know what I'm saying? So I've always, even before that happened, Dallas is always like a second home. You know what I'm saying? Like Dallas is where you breathe at. And then like for anybody in the music industry, you gotta go to Dallas because that's where the big artists coming in. So like a part of the early stages of me really want to be a part of the rap game, I used to go to Dallas to catch the big concerts because they wasn't coming here. So like the Up in Smoke tour, when seeing it, the Cash Money tour, the 50 Cent, the 50 Cent, Eminem, Jay-Z tour. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly, Chris Brown. So even before then, before we moved to Dallas, we was already in Dallas.
Okay.
So the whole time when we transitioned, like every Saturday morning when we first, like he started out on Saturday morning, I was there every Saturday morning. Even when he started during the week, I was there.
Yeah.
I just got to the point where I wanted to just stay in Shreveport
for
a little minute. Like I just didn't want to. I love Dallas, but Dallas ain't Shreveport. You get burnt out on Dallas.
Okay. So yeah.
And it wasn't mandatory for me to stay there.
Right.
So that's what brought me back and forth. And then like I just wanted to recreate my brand. And then once I recreated my brand, I ended up staying here. And then as my kids got older, I get upset if it's a football, basketball, any kind of game, and I'm missing it. If I'm mid, I ain't even focused. I'm worried about the game. I want to be there with my kids.
For sure.
So that was my thing, just making sure I'm there for my kids, you know what I'm saying, and not missing it because of a concert or an interview or getting a look.
Right. That's what's up. Man, the people told me to ask you, man, what happened with you and Bo Wanky? What's the real story behind it?
I have no idea what Bo Wanky have going on. Bo Wanky is my family. I raised Bo Wanky, not raised Bo Wanky, but Bo Wanky was a little hot boy. So Bo Wanky, ever since then all the way to now, it's always that's little bro, that's little homie. Like I have 3 feet, have no problem with nobody. I don't have no beef with nobody. I don't have no misunderstandings with nobody. So if anybody have a misunderstanding with 3 feet, it just haven't been to the point where we have to talk about it and see what you feeling and what I'm feeling. But I don't have. If you told me right now, I give you $1 million to tell me what your problem is, I couldn't even tell you. I didn't even know he had
a problem. You have a relationship with Jabba Jaws?
I talk to Jab 2-3 times a week. I just left going check on big homie. Like that's my Jabba Jaws raised me. Like father figure. Like ever since I've been 18, Jab took a special liking to me. And I was working. I was like 17. Cause my first job when I was 16, I quit that once I met Jab, and I ain't never worked a job since. Because Jab got me into the radio. Jab taught me everything. So, of course, like Jab, like a father to me. So I always check on big homie. Like I always rock with big homie. I always talk. So, when
when Hurricane Chris was coming up, about like his name was rising, people would consider you and Bebe and others, quote unquote, gatekeepers. That's what they would call y'all. Do you feel like you ever gatekept from anyone?
All right. Every question, I love this because these are the things that don't nobody get a chance to really hear and understand. When it comes to gatekeeping, you gotta look at it like this right here. How is it that, what consists of the gate? So if I had to paint the picture real quick in Shreveport, when it come down to it, well, let me ask you a question right now, then I can go and explain what I mean. Since Coco Pellet's shut down, have you heard of any artist complaining about a DJ not playing their song?
Not really, except for maybe doo-wop.
I can understand why on his situation.
Yeah, but I hear it.
But besides that, like they not playing my song at this club. They're not playing my song at that club. You don't even hear that no more.
Yeah, gatekeeping.
All right, so when you ask me about the gatekeeping, it's like, is it really gatekeeping, or what consists of the gate? So to paint the picture why they would say it was gatekeeping, because at that time we were on the radio in Shreveport on 103.7 The Beat. Also, we was at the club at Coco Pellet's, you know what I'm saying? And then anything outside of it that we had something to do with was like, it was the thing to do. Mm-hmm. We ain't had no Instagram, we ain't had no Facebook. At that time, we had MySpace. MySpace was just popping, and we had YouTube, but you wasn't just recording and shooting no videos and putting it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So when it come down to people saying that we was gatekeeping, is it that we was gatekeeping, or that if you wanted to be on the radio, then you had a certain way to get on the radio? If you wanted to have your song played in Coco Pellet's, it was a certain way. It just wasn't no anybody just drop a song. Like right now, you put your song on, upload your song, now everybody on your song. It was a way that you had to do things. And then people didn't understand that. Mm-hmm. So first thing people do when they don't understand, they get mad. So it was popular people that had voices that got mad. And then later, as they got into it, when they started traveling outside, they realized that the same thing that they was trying to do here, they have to do it. They learned how to do it out of town, and then they came back and showed, like, damn, y'all really was showing us love. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't understand how it go, but now that we understand how it go, man, let's get it going. So, a lot of people weren't educated about music. It was a new thing to the city, as far as like a big wave wise. Everybody, like, we had pioneers like people like Sugar Shack, KP, that it's a bunch of more people that was already rapping before Hurricane, before like Five Entertainment was really, you know what I'm saying, so slim, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like there's the real movement that started along with Manigo and the Live House movement. All of them was cooking at the same time, Dollar the Raven. So, and then like at the same time, it's other people like Dollar the Raven that really didn't, you know what I'm saying, come in Coco's. He never did really, but he was successful. Like, he was all around the world. So it just depends on what type of music you was making and what type of audience that you was really looking for. Because like, it was a lot of artists. Like when we was at Showtime at the Apollo, it was 4 or 5 people that was from Shreveport that was performing besides us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't about gatekeeping, and they didn't come in Coco Pellet's either. It's just about, as an artist, learning what you want and how to get that.
It's my belief that anybody that was going to make it is going to make it, and anybody that doesn't was never going to make it, because it's all about doing what it takes. And a lot of people think that they can take the easy road or just, you know, take shortcuts, but you gotta do what it takes, and whatever that means. Like, you as a person has to dedicate yourself to that, and that is very easy said, hard done.
And we call it, versus sitting in the oven and baking and getting all the way right, and just getting that microwave and ding, it's done. Nah, they were trying to microwave it.
So look, you work with Hurricane Chris from like artist development all the way to the deal. What happened on the business side that made things fall apart?
I don't really think it was nothing on the business side that made things fall apart. As far as what part, like when you asked that, like
I mean, honestly, I've heard rumors, this and that. I don't know. So I'm just trying to see from your point of view, being where as you lived in it, is there anything that rings a bell to you that happened that like changed the dynamic of y'all working relationship?
Well, only thing that I can really say, and this happens to anybody in the industry, whenever you go from being a local artist to a regional artist to a national artist, I was manager.
Okay.
So the management came in, you know, I had to get help. So me being the person that was the solo decision maker on everything, I had to expand it. And then once I signed another deal and brought other management in, I didn't have the full say-so no more. You know what I'm saying? On that part right there, that was one of the biggest, you know what I'm saying, decision-making things that we had to do, because, like, you gotta know when everything bigger than you. And that's with any artist. That's with anything. Like, think about Youngboy right now. Youngboy started, like, I was booking him for the low. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying, he on tour and he getting like a M a night or more. You know what I'm saying? So the management that do the big tours, the tour managers, they have to come in and take over. You know what I'm saying? The regular management have to drop down. So then, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, you got a manager, you got a road manager, you got a tour manager, you got a business manager. You know what I'm saying? So when you get in it, then you can understand it. But on the outside looking in, you would never understand it. So that right there was one of the biggest points of, you know what I'm saying, me solo, you know what I'm saying, along that movement. Knowing when I needed to get help and knowing how to get help.
Right, delegating basically. Would you say that deal y'all signed was good for you?
For me?
For you.
I wouldn't say it was good for me, because I was locked up when the deal happened. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really know that, but like, I got locked up 2 weeks before we supposed to fly to New York. I was already on papers. I was locked up with a probation hold with no bond. So it was nothing I could do. So the whole deal, when it actually got signed, the whole meeting with Clive, the first time they flew up there, I had to do what I did from jail. So that was a very crucial point in that deal.
Right.
I wasn't there.
Makes sense. So look, man, the Shreveport had an official Ratchet Hall of Fame. Who would you give your first 5 plaques to?
Manigo, Angelo, you trying to get me killed.
Nah, I want you to live.
See, you say first 5. I had to really sit back and see who all rapped on that original Ratchet song. Whoever rapped on that first original song, that's who deserve a plaque. All the rappers, Cookie, my boy Marco, Angelo, Lady Luciano, Wild Jive, and then you gotta take the Ratchet and then put Papa with it along with Untamed Man, because like all of them together, the original Ratchet song was like 1999. Like the first original Ratchet song.
Yeah.
And then like Do the Ratchet probably came out probably by like 2002, 2003. So all them that was on a part of that whole movie, then like the dude who did the original Ratchet beat, before Funk Dog remixed it, you know, he got murdered. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to him too. I can't remember dude's name right now, but yeah, like I remember how all that happened. So like it was a lot of people that lost lives, that like real deal, that bled into it to build it, you know what I'm saying? So like when people be trying to discredit it, they don't understand how deep it is for the people that is involved.
Yeah. When you say discredited, what you mean by that?
Meaning that people who like when Big Homie said, no more Ratchet in my city. A lot of people, you know, when he did that around the Human Harmony time, when all that went around, everybody was fucked up about that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people laughed at it, but they didn't understand, like, you know what I'm saying, what that meant to everybody. That's what I mean by that. Mm-hmm. Discredited by.
I think he was
that way.
Speaking towards like a certain behavior, not really trying to attack the.
And I agree with that.
You know.
But there's just like me and you, we sitting there chilling. Mm-hmm. I be like, man, bitch, you tripping. But you can take that same clip and say, bitch, you tripping. And the motherfucker be like, damn, that nigga called that man a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga would never call me no bitch. But it wasn't like that though. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand. That's why I didn't personally, you know what I'm saying, feel like I needed to go say something or make a post about it. Or there's no way he can really, you know what I'm saying, feel that he not from here.
Makes sense. Who your top 5 all-time Shreveport rappers?
My top 5, my favorite rapper, one of my favorite rappers would be KP.
KP hate my ass.
My brother Lil Real.
Yeah.
Then after that, I would say Hurricane, Wild Yellow, and then after Wild Yellow, let me see, B Will.
Yeah.
No, Big Papa. Papa and Big Papa, like Papa, Big Red. Then when you come around with the second wave, then I would say B Will. Like B Will was like lyrical, and he had the Ratchet sound.
Yeah.
Everybody else wouldn't. They make it like B Will can say some shit you have to go back and listen to. Like what the fuck he said. So I know you said 5, but I would like. I'm a fan of the city, so I ain't even get to the younger generation. But like even with the older, like you know what I'm saying, or D Bell. Like they got classic verses to me. Man, Shreveport got history. Like Payroll Records, like Mike D and them with the We Bang. You got Ant Banks, LD and Ant Banks. Shit, man, there's a lot of people that ain't even just, you know what I'm saying, make it to have a major hit that I like though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you do listen to some of the younger generation though?
I listen to all of them.
Yeah.
I
your
listen to
top
all
5 young niggas, YNs.
Man, top 5. Let me see where I want to start at. Cocaine, Blue Benji, Lil Man, Ratchet Low. See now, Ratchet Low had his way back, keep it at a 2 and all them. Ratchet Low been 5. Bankroll, 19. And there's a lot of other ones that I can't even fucking think about right now.
Yeah, 19, here we go. You gotta check out 19 by name.
I've been seeing him. He's in the studio with Vine. I ain't heard none of this shit though, but yeah, I've been seeing him.
Yeah, key hard.
That was real good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was real.
Let me ask you, you think Shreveport influenced Baton Rouge more, or Baton Rouge influenced Shreveport more?
Man, that's like a what them things, a seesaw.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a seesaw. We feed off each other. Let me give you a perfect example. Do the Ratchet was from Shreveport. They was in the studio, put Boosie on it, but Baton Rouge created the Ratchet dance. So Shreveport didn't have no dance to it. So what we had to do? We had to do what Baton Rouge started doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then every year it's gonna be one artist from Shreveport that drop a song that bleed all the way, and Baton Rouge love it. Like, still to this day, one of the hottest Shreveport artists in Baton Rouge is Wild Yellow. Wild Yellow fan base is so heavy in Baton Rouge. Like, he can go do a show anytime in Baton Rouge, they gonna fuck with him. Yeah. Papa like that too. But like every year, and then we always, you know what I'm saying, network, even from Lil Fat. Like Lil Fat and them used to shout us out in their song. They used to come up here, we used to be down there. You know, it's always been love. So the energy from the club, when they was producing music, our club, the club, the culture was their music. You know what I'm saying? So the whole Ratchet feel comes from the G. It's like a mixture, which, like, even with the A-Bay record, the reason why I chose Funk Dog because of Do the Ratchet. That bitch had the club banging. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we need that same type feel. So you don't try to recreate it. You go get with the original people who got this shit going on. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, with that particular song, but at the same time, Wild Yellow was doing that same shit and he wasn't even in the club. But by the feel and everybody, you know what I'm saying, him hearing the music, that nigga was making the beats and rapping about the same shit that we was talking about in the club.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, BB. Let me ask you, man, did you personally witness when Finesse manager threatened Tim Hoke with a gun? Or what's the real story behind it?
What the real story is behind it is, I don't know nothing.
Right.
Man, I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I don't know what you talking about.
Alright, so peep this then. You had close to 10 children?
Close.
Okay. People tend to say about your father and about your parenting, they say you don't miss a beat. How do you balance being a DJ and a father and a businessman?
See, like when I was talking earlier about making those decisions, like I really put my career on hold to become a full-time father. So like for me, it's easy for me to go to a big city and me to network and me to do, live that life, in and out the city, traveling. I can go get with an artist, like, and become a manager, road manager, DJ, hype man, and travel and live that life and, network from there. That's the easiest thing for me to do. But the hardest thing for me to do, like I say, like if I'm missing any type of event, if I'm like my kids got something going on, I want to be there. You know what I'm saying? I want to give my kids the presence of a father, which I never had. So that's what I, you know what I'm saying, cherish, and that's what I try to make sure that I do. I try my best to do.
So you kind of came up without a father in the house?
Yes, sir.
Was that hard for you?
No, it wasn't hard for me because my mama and my sisters and my brother, and then, you know what I'm saying, my mama got married when I was 12, so that was a hard pill for me to swallow, but my structure and everything was still there. Like, you know, I come in up on the church, and I had a village, so like my best friends and my cousins and stuff, they dad is, I learned morals and stuff from that. And then when I got older, like 17, 18, and I wasn't able to, you know, have that same relationship because all my people was in church, and then I started living a whole different life. Then that's when Jabba Jaws, you know what I'm saying, would be that figure for me.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Baby a little bit after Jabba Jaws, and then Baby helped take me, you know what I'm saying, all the way to another level.
Okay. Baby 3, that's your son. That was the voice that everybody heard at the beginning of A Baby.
Correct.
That was a multi-platinum singer across the country. He made guest appearances at the Apollo, in the GS Boys Stanky Leg video, and traveled the country at 4 or was it 5 years old?
Yeah.
Now he's in college, right?
Graduated.
Oh, he's graduated college. Okay, is Baby 3 still pursuing a rap career or anything inside the industry? And what's that like watching him grow as his father?
Man, that was one of the dopest things, but it was also one of the hardest decisions that I had to make as a father also, because like coming from that career when he was real little, like 5, 6, like we'd be sitting around chilling, he'd be like, "Daddy, pass me the remote to the TV." Nigga, I'm your daddy, you know what I'm saying? So from that Baby 3, and then when he got older, 12 or 13, I used to still make him rap, you know what I'm saying? He would write his own stuff, do his own thing, but he didn't enhance the rap game, you know what I'm saying? And then at that point, I had to make a decision. Am I Joe Jackson? Do I make him do that? Or do I let him be himself and embrace what he do? So that's what I chose to do. I let him be himself, and you know, whatever he decided that he wanted to do, I didn't make him live the life that I wanted for him. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people live their dreams through their children if they don't be what they wanted to be in life. I didn't ever want to be that guy. And also, I had to think twice because of the rap culture, the way that it was. Like at that time, like people diss your child, you're not gonna take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to put myself in no position to where I had to do something crazy. So I was kind of bittersweet decision, but I did, you know what I'm saying, accept it. And then how I come back around full circle, he's producing beats now. So he got a couple of songs out there that he produced right now, but we really just been cooking, and I wanted to just wait till he's really on that mainstream level, you know what I'm saying, then push him all the way to the max. And I feel like he there right now.
And you can make a lot more money in production.
And you out the way.
So look, tell us about the Gimme 50 song with Mike Jones. Your drop, your verse, and how the video cut your appearance but still played your part. Many say you was the hardest on that verse. I mean, hardest on that record. Your verse was the hardest on that record. What happened with that?
All right, so like I said earlier, with the Drop and Gimme 50 record, we did that record for Hurricane Chris 5150 album. Then it didn't make the album, so they ended up selling the song to Mike Jones. And then at that time, 3 Feet was I never wanted to be an artist. I just like being a hype man and do what I do in the club on the records. But I never considered as pushing myself as an artist. So I just took my credits and played the back role. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I'm in the process of trying to clear it up because of just like what you just said now, a lot of people if they don't know 3 Feet, they don't know that there's me on that song. Because my name, well, BET, when the video played on BET, they would still give me my credit because they had to, protect themselves. But outside of the video playing on BET and MTV, my name is not in the credits. So that's one thing that I'm working on clearing and getting up for my kids and, my name, just to have for my name. But back then, at that time, I was not trying to be a rapper. I really hated the way I sound. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to rap. Like talking shit and hype man, I love that. So like I looked at that as hype man. I didn't look at it as I'm just doing chants on it. But nowadays, chants is a whole song. You know what I'm saying? You got several songs that's just all chants. So I just, you know what I'm saying? We having fun.
Yeah. You and Hollywood Baby, y'all go way back, right?
Right.
So what's one Baby moment that changed your path that nobody knows about?
Ooh. One of the biggest thing that changed my path was seeing my boy get married. When he got married, it messed me up because how we go from being tight and now you gotta be with your wife. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you ever got a close homeboy or close whoever, like when you rocking with them and then they get married, it's just like all the movies. Like, dang, my boy threw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? But, I was best man in the wedding and I'm still best man to this day. You know what I'm saying? From whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's big homie, you know what I'm saying? The sky's the limit with him. So, but that was one of the things that was one of the things like, man, seeing this nigga actually get married, man. Dang. And still to this day, like, people thought that it would never last and they still rocking like a cutout stocking. So that's amazing to me. That's amazing. I love that.
You plan on getting married?
That's a big thing that I'm like, I'm still amazed at him. Like, he got married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
is you gonna get married?
Man, my boy got married. Man, I can't believe it. I salute anybody that get married. Yeah. I salute anybody that get married, bro. I wish, that's the hard thing. I wish I could. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna never get married, but that ain't, I don't be with all that.
Yeah. What you don't be with?
Married. I don't be with getting married.
What's wrong with it?
It ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
What don't fit you?
Yeah, I just feel like, for me, I'm gonna get married one day, but whoever that is, that's hell. That's hell, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot to deal with. Like, even just like with me, my biggest thing is, my kids gonna always come first. But when you get married, your wife gotta come first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna play games like that then, you know what I'm saying? This shit there, let me ride with my kids and once my kids get of age and they can understand daddy, you know what I'm saying, having to be married or, you know what I'm saying, deciding that right there, then I'm with that. But right now, I dedicate everything to my kids.
Okay. So, Ray the Youngin, Ratchet music, his visual shot at you out. What role did you play behind the scenes and what's your R&A read on Ray's next step?
With the Ratchet music, I'm actually on the song. I got a percentage on the song from like doing my vocals or whatever on there. I'm in the background on it, not a main role. But as far as what I see with Ray the Youngin, like that, like I've been rocking with him since like he played basketball for my boy Big Red, in which Big Red was one of my artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for Big Red to be like, hey, 3 Feet, this little dude right here, he yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like I always wanted to see him be like a little Bow Wow. But now that he's older, I still want to see him get him a good hit like Silento or somebody like that right there, get him a good clean hit and then be able to grow and then, live the rap career without, you know what I'm saying, having to be a gangster.
Right.
Not saying that there's like some some kids, they grew up in the industry like Bow Wow. Bow Wow had to straddle the fence because he always had to prove that he's a gangster. Because people take him, nigga, you Lil Bow Wow. But if you know Lil Bow Wow, nigga, Lil Bow Wow coming in the game up on the Snoop. Snoop the one signing the JD. So anybody that was around Snoop in their camp, you know that they was about some, you know what I'm saying, they were living their life. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted him to get away from this so that he can be who he is. Right. And that's how I kind of see like Ray the Young, and like I want to see him, you know what I'm saying, get him a good ass hit, you know what I'm saying, that the world, you know, everybody can relate to and to do well, and then I want to see him grow from that.
Okay. You were the official DJ at Shreveport 4th of July show with Life Jennings. What went right, what almost went left, and who saved the night?
I wasn't DJing that night.
You didn't?
Nah, I ain't DJ that night. Life Jennings show was dope. Life Jennings show was dope. But the people of Shreveport have so much going on that it's hard to make the right decision at the right time. Everything in Shreveport is all about timing. And once people have their mind made up, their mind is made up. They had the biggest pool party of the summer and life at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but on the same day. So a lot of people went to both. A lot of people only chose one. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say nothing went wrong or nothing went right, but you know, everybody had a good time, whether they went to life or they went to the pool party. Nobody got killed, nobody got hurt. Everybody had a good time, everybody made it home. Everybody had 2 dope parties.
Yeah, they got home safe.
It's twice, get home safe twice on Sundays.
Yeah.
So, and then at the same time, Life put on a nice show. So like anytime artists come to town and they hit the stage and they do their thing, that mean they was paid. That mean everything, you know, everybody was happy. You know what I'm saying? And then like when you come up on the Jabba Jaws, he always tell you whether it's 1 or 1,000, you still gotta do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, when they paid their money, they got a show. Whether they went to the pool party or they went to life, everybody was, you know what I'm saying, woke up and like did our thing.
Yeah, when I was with Jim Ray used to say the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So is it true that you lost your 3 feet boot chain and it was returned like within hours? No money exchanged and nobody getting hurt?
I got that chain lost several times. But yeah, I had to pay to get it back. Yeah, like, man, I had to pay to get it back. Boy. Nigga taxed my ass good, boy. Nigga taxed my ass good. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I was drove, but I had to respect it. Yeah. I was drove, then like, you know what I'm saying, homie that text me, like, we still rock to this day, so it's all love and respect. It wasn't like, man, this old bitch ass nigga, nah, you really helped me out, you know what I'm saying? I lost chains everywhere.
Yeah.
I just got my chain back from Horseshoe.
Man, what you be doing, man? Yeah. You just leave the chain? You don't want that thing, dude?
Nah, it's just, you know, nigga be moved.
Yeah. So look, what was your smartest move and the biggest misplay for Go Live Entertainment?
Go Live Entertainment. The biggest move and the biggest mishap. Let me see. The biggest move. I would say the biggest move was when we really, you know what I'm saying, realized we made it and shit. We up in New York. You know what I'm saying? We got our own company. We, you know what I'm saying? We leave New York on a red eye to LA. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one of the biggest things, just you know, having your own company, and then you able to, you know what I'm saying, rep your own company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Starting from where we started from. You know what I'm saying? And how it all came about, because the way that this situation came about, it wasn't ever supposed to be us having a record label.
Right.
We didn't come in it to, we was just like, you know what I'm saying, you rap, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna manage you.
Yeah.
We gonna find a label. Cause he had just come out of deal. So we weren't trying to create a deal. So after we realized that, man, we gotta, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? So having to come up with it, create it, do everything to make it happen. And then, you know what I'm saying, bringing it all to life. And then when you finally get them papers back with the Secretary of State, that's why people be posting that shit on Instagram now. We was the same way. If we'd had it back then, we'd been posting that shit. Mm-hmm. But nah, just having it and knowing it was like, yeah.
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you, I see you in a lot of the schools, you know what I'm saying? How was school for you growing up, and what drives your support in a lot of these Shreveport schools like that?
Well, for me in school, from elementary all the way to my junior year, I was in Enrich. I always was in Enrich. Like, so school was easy for me. But my junior year, and then I hung with older classmates. Once my brother and them graduated, school got boring for me. So I wanted to get out of Enrich class. I got in regular population at Shreve. And this shit ain't last until I last about this time, right past the first 9 weeks, second 9 weeks, they was getting ready to ship me on up to alternative school. And they said alternative school, I didn't know what that was.
Damn, you went from gifted to finna go to alternative.
Yeah, I went to Hamilton Terrace.
Damn.
I had to go to Hamilton Terrace, and I went to Hamilton Terrace.
That was it just out of mere boredom that you kind of misbehaved? That's the thing. My grades always were good. I never got in a fight. I never got in no real trouble. I wasn't the class clown, I was the school clown. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then like even at Job Corps, I went to Job Corps in the mornings. We go on fire drill. I went out there and faked a seizure. Hit the pole, and I got hit the pole, faked the seizure. They were getting ready to call paramedics before I told them I stopped. So like when I got kicked out, I was a big prankster. Yeah. Prankster before my time, doing pranks, stank bombs, mace in the bathroom, taking the white boys, hanky sacks, you know what I'm saying? Just stupid shit, having fun, dancing, like every morning, every lunch break, we come out on the highway, beating on the wall, dancing, getting there, people, just hyping people up. Yeah.
And I doing what I made a career out of. So when I had to bring it back full circle, by me traveling and doing everything, and now I got my own company, I'm able to bring that entertainment, that live entertainment, that experience when you walk in the gym for your pep rally, that loud system hitting it, and that good song, you hear your favorite song at school. Like we were never able to hear none of that, never able to do none of that. So for me to do that, and I feed off people energy. So for me to see them kids light up, that's what keep me going. That's what keep me young. That's what keep me afloat. I watched Jab do that for years, and Jab raised so many generations, and he's still young in spirit, and you know what I'm saying? So that's where I picked that up from.
Okay. That's what. You got a black tie event with Boosie coming up, right?
No, I'm just promoting it for my people.
Oh, you just promoting it? Okay. You know where that idea came from?
Well,
the black tie?
Well, if I had to guess on it, a lot of artists, what they're doing is they're playing with bands like the Tiny Desk, like Jesus, what he doing, like what Kevin Gates been doing, but a lot of this free game right here. A lot of artists, when you really start traveling and getting into those tours like I was talking about with YoungBoy, a rapper may make a $1,000 a show, but a band get paid $5,000 a show. So when you bring those instruments in and you start playing live and you start performing live, it doubles and triples your value.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you make more money that way.
Right, because you're a band now. And bands are, you know, created from day one. So the value of bands, they want to always keep that higher than a rapper.
What's the toughest business lesson you learned about handshake deals versus having that paperwork on them?
Well, it don't matter if you give a handshake deal or you got paperwork. You got to know how to proceed and get what you supposed to get, even if you with the paperwork or without it. Because
if you can go back and redo your career, what's something you would do differently?
I would try to get my family more involved in my career side. Having my family, like none of my family never really just traveled with me or been around. None of that lifestyle. I wish I could have got my family more involved. Like my mama ain't never get to see me live, you know, and support me live. You know what I'm saying? The TV, yeah, but being alive, my mama, which she wasn't with it, you know what I'm saying? My stepdad a pastor, so they wasn't with that. But that's something I wish I could have did. You know, even if I had to do a church event for them to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's something I wish I could have did. I mean, which it still ain't too late, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you want Shreveport to remember you as when they think of 3 feet?
I just want them to remember me like I was you know what I'm saying, one of the coolest dudes ever. I always had fun. I always wanted to have fun. I always wanted to see people do good, help others. Cool, laid back dude. Laid back like a fat rat. That's all.
For sure, man. And there we have it, man. The legendary 1, 2, 3 Feezy.
Sirski.
Drop and give me 50. You know what I'm talking about? Turn the club up. Man, we really appreciate you coming through, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, love.
You ain't have to do this, but you did, you know what I'm saying? This gonna be a legendary statement for our entire community here in Shreveport, what the world knows as Ratchet City. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you your flowers while you're here, because a lot of times people wait till we're dead and gone to let people know what they meant to us and, you know, to our community. And you are bigger than you probably imagine to yourself, to us. You see what I'm saying? And I want to thank you and thank God for you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tap in.